Okay, this took 2 years of different people trying to, like, get in this weird part of my attic to, like, get it on a beam, and, like, I was up in the attic. It took forever, and now I have a porch swing on my front porch where I can just, like, have a glass of wine and chill.
Awesome. Absolutely love it. Yes. Mine is in
Hold
my
on.
backyard. Yes.
Laverne, I like Michelle's way of doing it. So there's many options that we have. That's the thing, right? So she says
Right.
rather not own the home she lives in. She'd rather rent out the one that she'd rather rent the one she lives in and lease and rent out the one that she owns. So again, literally, you can make choices, right?
Definitely.
When you
Absolutely.
own property, if you can make, that can be the vehicle because of course what that's bringing in rent.
Yep,
Yeah.
and that's helping your credit, which is what
Yeah.
we were just
Yes.
talking about because 'cause you're paying your mortgage on time.
Right. Right.
I mean, I rented out a home I owned in Chicago for a long time, and it was a nightmare. It was a straight
Mm.
nightmare. Every year, someone was leaving that home, and so I would have to go down there and like re-find people to rent it. It was a
Mm.
Uh-huh.
nightmare. And they called me. I lived 45 minutes away with little kids. I did all the maintenance. And so in the middle of the night, they call me, my heat's out. And that's like a landlord, no, you have to do it. And
Oh.
I get down there with my 2 little toddlers.
Wow.
And yeah, this middle of the night, and their batteries were out on their
Mm.
thermostat.
Oh, she needed that agent, Roxana.
Oh yeah, that's what we talked about. You have to have,
She needed
sometimes you
that
can
middle
help it.
person.
You get
Yes.
an agent to help
I'm
you
like,
building.
you didn't check the batteries. Like, I would have sprung for those if you went to
You have to
Walgreens.
get an agent
Oh my
sometimes to
God.
be the mediator. Yeah,
But the agents might have charged you for the pleasure and said to you,
I know,
"No,
but you can't
it's
help
gone
it.
But it
wrong. It
would have
needs
been worth
replacing.
it.
It needs
It would have been worth
replacing."
it, especially with the 2 kids. You have to take them
2
along.
kids sleeping in their
Yeah.
car seats, like trying to get 2 toddlers in a car seat that are like, "Bleh."
Right. They want to be in their bed. Yes.
They want to be in
You
their
can.
bed. And
Oh
that
yeah,
was this is a long time ago, but it was one of
you have
those
to do.
aha moments.
Yes.
You have to do what you can do. You have to
Yes.
delegate
Like, what?
sometimes. Delegate,
Living
so
over
you can have some
Queens.
peace of mind.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like it's okay. Some people were never taught that thermostats have batteries.
Those are experiences. You learn from every experience.
So, Joni, do you still own that home or what did you do?
Oh no, actually, I didn't get a really good payout on it, but I got a payout. They knocked it down and put up like luxury apartments.
Oh, okay.
But it was good that
You don't have to deal with
we
the
got
issues
any
anymore.
money at all. We got money, and then we moved to a home in the north side of Chicago, and then I got divorced, and so and then moved to the west side of Chicago. So yeah, but I just feel proud that I own my house by myself, and I've done so much freaking work to it. Like I drywalled the basement. I like put in different plumbing. I'm
Yeah.
pretty boss like that, you
An
know.
excitement to own your own home.
Yes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's an excitement to own your own home. You just can't help it but be happy.
Absolutely.
Feel
Yeah,
like
because
you are
it's just like
accomplished.
you
Mm-hmm.
know where all the little knickknacks are, and like it doesn't matter if you have 3 junk drawers. I like the junk drawers.
Yeah, it's really
And
it's
I feel like you're like renting houses, like everything has to be like exactly neat, so like you can just pick up and go. But yeah, I like things to feel really homey, and so
Yeah,
I I try to do a good
it's fulfilling. It's
it
fulfilling
is.
to
It is.
own your
job.
own home.
It is
Yeah.
that smell of like coming into your home that
Into your
like maybe
own.
you had a fire last night, like and
Uh,
have a wood burning fireplace and like maybe some chicken and garlic was cooking, and it's just like, ugh, I love this house.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I know one time we used to have a landlord who used to like had too much time on her hands. She used to drive around the property just to look for something to complain about. Like the grass is too long, you have something sitting out on your porch for too long. It was just like it was annoying. It was annoying.
Again, there's a law against that in this country. If you when you rent out a house, right? When you got tenants, you can't harass them. You have to let them live in peace. You can't go. You can't just go around. You have to book to go around.
Yeah, but it's like really hard. Like the Chicago police don't care. At least
Oh,
they're
you
like, your landlord's harassing you. What are they doing? Like seriously?
I don't believe you.
Here, the courts.
Even if you own your own house.
No, did they got a gun to your head? No. All right, we not coming.
You know, if I drive around my tenants' houses, they could just go straight to court and say I'm being harassed.
It's like you can't ask for them.
You have to tell them you are coming.
Yes, in advance.
And,
way in advance.
We would just get a text and say, "Oh, we drove by yesterday and we saw this." Or,
you can't do it. Really,
that's what we had to deal with. Annie, that's
yeah. But do you know that even if you own your own home, there is also a homeowners association, HOA. Do you know that? So it depends on where you own your own home. They still come to supervise and find out which part of the estate is not keeping their homes in order.
Right.
So I don't know if you have that. We do have it here. So in your own estate, there are some people who are called homeowners association.
Right.
So they work for the estate, and they still supervise though.
So, here we have two types. There's people who work the representatives, the tenants rep. That's what they are really. That's what it should be. But like I said, they end up working for the estate, for the owners, for the management company.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they're not always.
That sounds like a switching page.
They're not on your side. The other things we have people who rattle curtains. They shake curtains. We call them neighborhood watch. They're there to help the police. And when they see things going on in the neighborhood, they report it to the police. And it could be you that they reported to the police. They don't like what you.
Wow.
It can be funny. Look, my friends, I've been up since morning, and Annie doesn't like being up since morning, right? And the first is my nightmare.
I know you've had a long day, Annie. I know.
So look, I suppose the one thing I was my question to you before we go, my friends. Thank you so much, everyone that's turned up, everyone that's on stage, especially everyone that's shared Vendela as well. I will say a big thank you to her, right? Now, what's your one tip for people who are not homeowners yet? I'll let all of you have one go.
So I would say, Annie, if anyone is listening and desire to be a homeowner, just do your research. Do your research, and don't be discouraged if when you think that you're already ready and you're actually not. It's okay. As long as you get help and someone to guide you through the process, it'll be worth it. It's not a greater feeling than this, I don't think.
Yeah, for sure. We'll take that. Thank you so much. Dr. Roxana, what's your one tip for people?
I want to tell the person who wants to own a home but is still working on it. It is better you own your own home, but you can start small depending on what you can start working on your credit history, start working on your start working on the money, because I know that you have to have the down payment depending on the area you are. But it's important when you own the home, you see it's liberating. It's just like you feel so happy that you accomplished that. When you're paying someone as a tenant, Well, you don't own anything because any day you want to leave, you carry your bag and just go empty-handed. But if you own a home, you're paying down your house. At the end of maybe 30 years, 15 years, it becomes yours. You don't even know. I mean, it's a piggy bank. Someone said it's a piggy bank. Within a short time, you look at it and see, look at what your mortgage or the savings from your mortgage, you see that you have accomplished a lot. So you start working on it in your own home. Start working on it, savings towards owning your own home. That's what I can tell someone who is planning to buy a house.
I say thank you for that for sure. Again, as you're talking, I'm thinking just to own real piece of land. That's magic, right? Think about it, really. Just to truly own a part of your world, a physical part. And when they go and look anywhere, in the UK, it's called land registry, and they will say, right, this coordinates, this size, this exact plot belongs to that person. That's magical. Of course, when you create a home on top of it, that's even better, right? They're thinking that our kids' memories are built on where they live, where they grow up.
Oh yeah, yes.
So, it's all of that. So I hear you, Michael. I'm coming to you next. I guess I know you know at home, but from what you've taken away from today, what is your main? What's your main learning today? What's your main points that you want to leave us with that you've learned today?
Well, from what I've learned, it's kind of like buy early. The earlier the better. But do not rush, because owning a home in the perfect place, location, is very important. You have to take a lot of things into consideration: water damage, maintenance, fires, making sure the house is insured, etc., etc. But once you're done doing all that and paying the mortgage and everything, that piece of land or property is yours. That home that's there is yours for a long time, so to speak, 30 years, maybe even your grandchildren or the people that come after you can probably live in that place. It's something you can pass on.
Hold on.
As an investment.
Hold on. Yeah, when you own a house, it's yours for generations, Michael. It's not just 30 years.
Exactly.
It's yours forever.
Yeah, but when you're paying that mortgage, it's 30-year mortgage. And then once you're done and then you own it, then it's yours for generations.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, you're right about the maintenance costs. That is the thing. Michelle says, as the owner, remember when the hot water tank goes or the lawn needs maintenance, it's more than simply owning the structure. She's learned the hard way that the repairs and upkeep and surprise expenses are what they are. That's where you spend money as a homeowner. And again, you mentioned that it's once it's done, it's done. But the maintenance is a lifetime thing.
And we still pay the taxes. We still pay the taxes yearly.
And that's where I caution people to be careful about that, because taxes go up and down.
Yeah.
And you might find yourself in big trouble if the taxes just continue going up and up and up and up. And then you start questioning, okay, did I invest in a proper location?
Well, it depends on the kind of rate. Do you have a fixed rate, or do you have the rate that fluctuates?
So that's why
you're paying for it.
Yeah, so we need to make sure we have a fixed rate, or try to refinance.
And that's where I start cautioning people to make sure they absolutely understand what they're going in for. And that's why I'm saying don't rush into it. Be careful.
Absolutely.
Make proper decisions.
Yeah,
and at
do
the
your
same
research.
time,
Yes.
Get help.
Take it easy.
Get help.
Start small.
Get as much help as possible.
Read up.
See, I'm not sure there's a perfect place, Michael. I think you have to start. So the first house we bought it was okay. It was in a decent place. Second one was dilapidations. It was literally falling down. There was no bathroom, no kitchen. The woman had 5 kids, so we just bought it off her for low money, and now it's come time to sell. It's gone up 5 times its value. So that's where we are today. That's the game, right? Just buy one. Invest, put some roots down somewhere. Start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's not right, you can always sell it and upgrade to where you want to be, a better place and better place and better place.
You know, I
Yeah.
like what Michelle Ramos said. You can get some maybe 2-unit house and live in 1 unit and
Yeah.
rent out the other one.
Yes.
That is, that's a way to economize and make some more money.
Yeah, for sure. Joni, talk to us. What's your biggest tip?
Okay, so biggest tip is when you get a mortgage, get a fixed rate and get it when the interest rates are low, because that is can kill you in those payments. And because my interest rate is at 3.5, that's not available anymore. So when the interest rates are low, that's the time to strike, because right now people don't want to buy houses because it's stupid. It's like there's so much stupid money you're paying in interest.
Yeah.
And also, there are so many federal programs here that people do not know about that can help you get a home. And so if you find that little spot of land and like move a structure on there, I don't know, a shed, it can be called a home. You can get financing for that, and that can be your plot of land. So really do your research on finding like the best programs, because I mean, for my first home, when I did all of it, it was, I put $5,000 down, and that was a lot for me. And I made a little money off that home, and then I made a little money off the next home, a little money off the third home. And so but it is nice to just know that in the event of emergency, like, totally lose a job or, whatever, that I do have roots where I have money, and that it is a safe feeling, especially as a single woman. But really, like, make sure you have a kind of like a little savings towards it. So, put $5 in Bitcoin every day. I don't know, and just do it. I'm not saying that Bitcoin's right. I'm so not a stock person, but I'm just saying, like, do something so that you can save up at least $5,000 and then start looking at the government programs, because for first-time home owner buyers, like, they have a lot of options. And you're gonna hate it.
Thank you. Look,
Good advice, Joni.
That's good.
So Michelle's speaking truth again. For the banks, there's a massive difference between paying rent on a lease or having a mortgage. A mortgage is more damaging. Not really. Mortgage is never damaging. As if you're paying it off, it's never damaging.
Well, it's dependent on debt to income ratio, right? So if you have this huge mortgage and then you're making $60,000 a year and you have a $600,000 mortgage, that's not going to look great.
No.
And that does affect your credit.
But the value of your property will pay off in the end. Knowing that when the bank knows that you have a £600,000 asset, they look at you very differently.
But that's if you can pay.
Shit
that's
about
if you can pay. If you can pay the rent.
If you're paying the mortgage, it's never a bad thing. It's never a bad.
If you pay it on time,
Yes.
That's fine, but it is debt to income. So get a place that you can at least afford.
Affordable.
I agree. I agree.
Right.
I agree. I
I do,
agree.
yes. You don't want
I
to be
agree.
struggling paying for your mortgage and then
Yeah.
you can't pay for it in foreclosure and all that stuff. You don't want to get there.
Foreclosure is
Yeah.
never
Okay,
no,
don't go into
foreclosure is not an
foreclosure.
option. Yeah,
Bring that RV on a piece of land. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hubby thinks about that too.
That's structural.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
no.
get an RV.
Nail it down into the ground, and you're like, it's
Buy
my
the
house now.
land. Buy the land.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't know
Well,
about
That's
RV.
essentially, if for the government programs, you need a structure. But I think there's so many workarounds. So be a little like thrifty.
You see, I think look. Here's my big tip for anyone who cares to listen to me.
We are listening, Annie.
I said, like, look, buy that garage. Don't buy a flat. An apartment. It's not your land. Think about it. A flat. We call them flats here, right? If you own an apartment in a block, the landlord, someone owns the land underneath that apartment. It's not you.
Right.
So always invest in land with coordinates that are yours, right? Really, that's my. And if you buy a flat, you end up paying ground rent in the UK. Yeah, you end up paying the landlord every year because you're on their land.
Right.
No, I've never bought a flat. No, I've never bought houses because I like to. No, I like corner houses as well. Corner plots because you have a big garden and you can do you got stuff. Always buy a house. That's my number one tip to everyone. But as Jonas said, even if that's a garage, buy the garage. No, and turn it into
small to start, and then you can get bigger. But I mean, honestly, I don't want to overwhelm yourself. It's make sure you can pay for that car note and whatever. And also your lawyer to get your property taxes down lower because there's
a reason why we have 6 topics in the Verse book. Because I think as Joni, as you're saying, right?
I didn't hear what you said.
I didn't say. I said like what you're saying is simply what we believe, which is get your life in order. Play the right games, the games of life. They're in this book, right?
Yeah.
And homeless is one of them. Marriage is another one. I'm saying all the things we talked about. Parenthood is another one, right?
Yeah.
Play the game seriously. Take your life seriously because your time is going.
Guys, if you're 43 like me and don't have your shit together, that's okay too. That's okay. I'll still be your friend. I'm okay with you not having your shit together. Okay.
But you can play, get this book when the time comes.
You just have to stay in the game, Joni.
Yeah.
You just have to stay in the game. Just hang in there. Don't give up.
Not giving up.
Play the game. Play the right games.
Just do your best. Just do your best.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cannot. Sometimes you can't be in the game when you are not safe.
Just one goal. It doesn't have to overwhelm you. Like if you're really want to have a child, like you focus on that, to figure out how to save for a home and a child, like that's a lot.
Yep, you go at your own pace, Joni. Everybody's race is different, so you go at your own pace. Run your way. As long as you keep it moving, it's not about the speed. As long as you just stay
we're like, yo, I gotta get a job, I gotta get a house, I gotta get baby.
No, you don't want to get overwhelmed. No, not at all.
Don't have to be overwhelmed with all those things so you can do them.
40s, I do not give a shit. I'm like, I own my house, I have my dogs, I have my kids, and that's about how I feel right now. Like I know how to cook. So
Michelle, you got a revelation, huh? You don't get the land and the apartment sits on it.
Yeah, that's Well, that's what I think Annie said that, but
Right.
No, you don't. No, that's I mean, when I owned apartments, no. You had to pay for like the building, but no. We couldn't just like blow up the building and just like sit on our land. I know that's a
Yeah.
ridiculous thing to say.
you have
Rewind.
to.
I know what you mean, Joni. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's impossible. You cannot all own the land. The landlord, the owner owns the land. You own the building. Dead right.
Right,
That's
yeah,
exactly
the-
it. You know,
Some
look,
huge broker who owns like a lot of square footage in whatever city you're living in, they own it through their company. It's not
yes.
yours.
You know, my friend, I said, Laverne, thank you for another great topic. So we've got one
Thank
more
you.
before your book launch day.
Thank you,
Yay.
Laverne.
Thank you, everyone,
Congratulations.
for being here. I appreciate your presence. You made this conversation much more interesting.
Congratulations.
I'm so glad I was able to come.
Thank you. No, thank you, everyone in the audience. Michelle R, Michelle B, thank you so much for being here. Karen, Lady J, I see you as well. Thank you so much. Everyone spent their time with us, of course. Alex, thank you.
Yes.
Michael, thank you for coming to share. Thank you for your honesty as well. As I said, I would appreciate you adding the human dimension to our conversations. Have I missed anyone? I'm trying to see. No, look, do connect with, whoever you feel like connecting with. Go to the comments. Lillian, I forgot to mention Lillian again, right? Look, go to the comments.
Thank you, everyone, thank you, Johnny. Thank you,
Yeah.
Laverne. Thank you, Annie, for inviting me. I appreciate you all.
Awesome. Where's your new book, Dr. Roxana?
Okay, the book. Let me just show you. Can I show you? It's right here.
Okay, go ahead.
It's right here in front of me. Okay, I brought it the other day. I was so happy. Innovations in Education Technology.
I'm waiting for mine. Yeah, it looks
It
good.
should be there today. I think I saw
yeah.
that. Yeah. Innovations in Education. This is my newest book.
Grabbed it. I got it.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Yes.
We see it.
So, yeah, Innovations in Education Technology. So this is my newest book.
How many books do you have now, Roxana?
3.
Well, I have 3 that are published. I still have about 6 that are not.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one anthology, 2 of Dr. Roxana's books. They're the one about building family wealth, and this one's about technology. Next one is about the one I'm working on now. It's about passive income.
Passive income, yes.
Wonderful.
55 ways to build passive income.
Yeah.
And make money while you sleep. That's
Right.
Yeah.
That's the
Annie,
goal.
I did want to
That is the goal.
Yeah.
Go, Joni.
I just want to tell Michael, it's just not too late. It's not too late. You can figure it out, and don't feel down on yourself because it didn't happen earlier. Because gosh, we all have had frustrating moments, and
Oh yeah.
you are gonna do really well with getting a home, but just keep at it and look for those government programs, honestly, for loans. They are there and they are underutilized.
They really are. Linda, Lisa, I almost forgot you. Like Christy as well. Thank you so much, everyone who joined us. Look, do join us again next week. I'm gonna go find some food to eat.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Laverne. Congratulations.
Look, go in the comments and do engage, and then do connect with people there as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Dr. Roxana, you're absolute stars. Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much.
Yep, gonna go find a show to watch. Bye.
Bye.
without champagne or rum. Achieve success with global.media.com. Every step forward is a new beat to your drum.